Just gonna wait a sec. So I was talking in mid-conversation. Once again, my computer decided to do a Windows 11 restart. Thank you, Windows 11, while I was talking. Long story short, it's already halfway through the show. Red Panda's supposed to be going live, and frames are dropping like crazy. So I'm just going to chill because everything just took a crap on me. I don't know. Ever since the lightning strike, I got multiple pieces of equipment that just aren't the same anymore. Yeah, drop frames are crap. 23%. I'm not building a new computer. It plays games fine. I just don't know why it does a restart in the middle of OBS live stream. Makes no sense. Not even overclocked. Yep. Speed test is fine. Still 25% drop frames. Seems like the internet's not helping, but it could be the NIC. Because remember, when lightning strikes and hits the house, it took out a lot of devices through the NIC, through the network adapter on those devices, right? Like the Jazz miners, a few of the small miners. This computer seemed fine, but obviously is not. Yeah, so drop frames are leveling off. We'll see. We're just going to bullshit till Red Panda goes live because that kind of pissed me off. That random restart. That's the second time it happened. Third time, actually. But anyways, summary of what we were talking about before I was so rudely interrupted. Liquidations throughout the market. Crypto market's down. Whoop-de-fucking-do. It's whatever. It's whatever. My question to you, the viewer, whether you're watching this live on X, YouTube, Twitch, or you, the person that, watches it later, is do you still have most of your original crypto? That's my question to you. Are you still hanging on to most of you? Don't state how much you have. Don't give numbers and stuff like that. But do you still hold a majority of your original crypto? That's what I want to hear about in the comment section, in the live chat, wherever you are watching. I'm curious to know. Why? So you're having PC issues too, Red Panda? Like it just literally popped up. So hang on. Windows 11. I got the latest upgrade. Random restarts. Let's see if we can find an image so I can show you what the image looks like. Nope. It's a black screen that randomly pops up. It doesn't even say shutting down. It just says updates are being applied. Please do not shut down your computer. This right here. Your device, well, no, hang on. It doesn't say that. It says Windows updates is starting. Please do not shut down your computer. But it's that black screen, similar to that. But again, not overclocked. The Ryzen CPU is not overclocked. The memory is not overclocked. The GPU is not overclocked. Nothing is overclocked. And this is the third time it's happened during a live stream. That's the key difference there. It's always during a live stream. Actually, no. You know what? It happened when we were raiding on WoW in the middle of a boss fight. It did it. And that was with Discord. Not capturing my screen or anything. Not recording the fight. Just talking in Discord and playing WoW. So what is the common denominator for that? It could be this USB hub. I'm looking at a TP-Link USB hub. And again, Lightning likes to mess things up, right? So maybe some of the USB ports on the computer are not bueno. And the chip that runs the USB is, grounding out, freezing out, whatever. Anyways, don't know what happened. I'm sorry for the interruption. So we're going to have 2 streams today with the same stupid name. But the point being is, The markets are crashing. I wouldn't be too concerned about it. Same message as last week. But do you have some of your original crypto, or did you already swap out? Did you already, your original Zcash, your original Litecoin, your original Dogecoin, your original Bitcoin, your original whatever? Did you let go of those positions, whether it was this most recent high or previous high? Do you still have it in your possession? Again, do not specify numbers or anything like that. Just say, yeah, I'm still got my majority of my original crypto that I started this adventure with, or no, I let go of that crypto. You don't even have to explain why. I'm curious how many people still have it. Because right now it's switching hands. It's switching from the OGs into the suits and the new cats, right? It's a completely different world, the crypto ecosystem, than when we started. I don't really like the trajectory it's headed in. I think Blind Run or Son of a Tech mentioned some of that, but I have no control over it, so I don't care. Like, why would I care about what you do if it doesn't affect me? And not you per se. Like, I love you guys, but like another person. Like, why would I care what they do if it doesn't affect me? Now, when you have the influence and power, right, like an Elon Musk, DJT, President Xi Jinping, whatever, right, where they can influence the markets with their sentiment and words, Jerome Powell, that does piss me off when they do stupid shit. But again, can I control it? No. Okay, well then, get mad for what? What is that going to do? Just raise my blood pressure? Now, we talked about quantum computers possibly breaking Bitcoin, right? And especially some of those older legacy addresses that have not updated or anything like that, or maybe lost wallets or whatever, some true OGs in the space, because we've been seeing a lot of Satoshi era wallets getting, funds getting moved, yada, yada, yada. And it's just becoming more and more, like, we're seeing more and more of those stories. So could they have already broke it? It's possible. I would think it's a state-sponsored initiation or institution or whatever that could be doing it, whether it's the U.S. government, China, whatever. Like, they probably have the capability to do it. But yeah, so this chart's pretty cool. Quantum vulnerable Bitcoins over time, right? We used P2P KH coins in purple. Totally unsafe coins in red. Wow. Wow. Okay. So millions in Bitcoins and then year. There's still millions out there. There are still millions out there. In reality today, it's more powerful. Is that the more powerful GPUs and better algorithms make brute force attacks slightly more efficient. However, ECDSA with Bitcoin's 256-bit keys is still far from beyond reach of classic computing. Correct. You would need a quantum computer, and you would need a lot of resources. But remember, the AI infrastructure bill was just passed. And I'm sure we're not the only country that's been focusing on AI infrastructure. We do need to improve our power. Right? The cost of our electricity will continue to get high unless we improve the infrastructure behind it to make power more efficient, have a good ESG mix, whatever. But AI and Bitcoin mining is kind of forcing the hand of the governments or countries to get better, cleaner, better infrastructure, power for their countries or respective areas. But also, quantum computing, while it's only 5 to 10, maybe 15 years away, I wouldn't doubt that some state-sponsored institution has that capability or is close to having that capability and is already trying to gain access to some of these legacy wallets that has millions of Bitcoins. We'll have to see. But keep an eye out for more Satoshi era wallets to just be like, oh yeah, Satoshi era wallet moves blah, 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 blah funds. Watch my video if you haven't watched it already about quantum computing, about how you can protect yourself and stuff like that. You should be using newer wallets and change your wallet address frequently. But yeah. So if quantum computing can break you know, some of these large wallets and immediately sell, not OTC, but like, you know, through the traditional markets, you know, just liquidate a bunch of positions that could wipe out confidence in Bitcoin, thus bringing down the crypto market. I think we're a long way away from that, but it's possible. So let's keep an eye out for any more news about Satoshi Era Wallet, Satoshi Era Wallet. Wall Street races to sell risky ETFs as crypto crash hits retail. Same thing we talked about. So they're moving to other assets, gold or whatever. They're just trying to stabilize their losses. It's whatever. Don't miss out. People are going to watch. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so did it redirect to Red Panda already? Let me make sure. Hang on. Edit. Customization. Monetization. Details. Entertainment. Where's my redirect at? Did they move the redirect? Where's the redirect part? Any questions, comments, concerns? I want to hear from you guys. Make sure to at me or send a super chat if you can afford to do so. Do not send a super chat if you cannot afford to do so, please. Yeah, I guess the redirect already happened, so I can't do anything about it. Oh, actually, that's because I'm in the wrong live stream. Let's go back. Content. Live. Yep, there we go. Damn, I lost all my shit when I had to relaunch. Where the heck's the redirect? Customization. There it is. Redirect. Red Panda. Save. Alright, cool beans. Back. Back. Studio. Trying to get back to where I can see you guys. 1 second. Thank you for coming back, by the way. All right, so let's see here. After updating, I'm having random freezes after updating. So Red Panda, you're not the only one. Same, I have nothing overclocked. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna blow dust, reseat, reformat, let BIOS update. Ooh, that's a good question. Good call. I always do that. Why did I forget that? Yeah, I got a Gigabyte Aorus Elite, AX Wi-Fi. What is the BIOS? I'm not gonna do it right now. No, I already have the. No, I don't. Do I? Maybe this right here. Yeah, I think I'm on F7. I'm probably, yeah. I'm gonna try that, Red. That's a good call. Good call. I don't think I need a reseat or anything like that. The computer was running flawlessly. It runs flawlessly in Battlefield 6. The only thing I notice is if I'm let's think of it this way. WoW and Discord. OBS, streaming, YouTube. What is the common denominator here? I'm having to use my microphone through a USB port. I'm having to use the keyboard and mouse through a USB hub. And open mic for Discord. I think it's USB related. Oops, there's a light that just fell. I think it's USB related. I really do. Because the hub, the USB hub that was on this computer after the second lightning strike, yes, I've been struck by lightning twice, stopped working, so I had to get a new hub. So I think it's something to do with the USB chips or whatever. Just block everyone you don't agree with. Get you a flannel and change your name to Sunflower. It says, wow. Tech man. All right, so do you guys have your original crypto that you started off with? Do you have your original crypto that you started out with? Try USB PCIe card. Okay. Well, I don't think I have any space. Yeah. So about that, I don't know. We'll see. It's a good motherboard, but I'm not upgrading my computer again. I'm not. I can't. No. Motherboard's like $400. We could probably get one for like $220, maybe $170. It's running fine. I just think that'd probably be a good idea is to go PCIe USB, something like that, and see if it runs better. See if it doesn't do that. But it's random, so I can't replicate it right now. Right now we're dropping frames, but that could be the internet just being the internet. But again, lightning strike. I didn't swap out the router. It was still alive. Remember the last router, right? Asus router popped during the lightning strike. So I had to replace it. Like, it wouldn't power on. So new modem, same router though. And I think it's hurt as well. But again, I don't want to just get $100 router and call it a day. No. For what I need in my household and the mesh network, I want the top of the line Wi-Fi 7 that can continue to go. And I think it's hurt. I think the router's hurt. I think the computer here in the living room and the bedroom are hurt. I'm just trying to make what I got last. Like, I haven't even bought a new camera, guys. I'm talking to you on the Logitech 4K webcam, and the quality looks like crap. If you look at my videos, they look like crap. Because that's the second Sony ZV-1 that just went pop. And the only reason it's going pop is somehow it's going through the surge protector that I should be protecting through a brick via USB to micro USB into the Sony ZV-1 that's mounted right above where I'm pointing. Like, that's a $700 fucking camera, guys. And you do the claim through your insurance, and guess what? They increase your premiums. So yeah, the second lightning strike, I was like, I'm done. I'm good. I'm done. Like, I'm over it. Okay? I'm over it. I got more important things to worry about. PayPal's crypto partner mints a whopping $300 trillion worth of stablecoins in a technical error. This is the bad thing about stablecoins, right? So PayPal is, I think, partnered with Paxos. PYUSD mistakenly minted the stablecoins as part of the internal transfer before it immediately identified the error and burned the access PYUSD. The company said in a social media statement, there aren't enough dollars in the global circulation to back the 300 trillion, which would theoretically require more than double the world's estimated total GDP. So, quick mistake. They had to burn it. And they're trying to keep it 1-to-1, right? As it should be. But we've seen stablecoins, Tether, and some others, like the FTX stuff, mint shit out of thin air and be like, oh yeah, it's backed. And then it's not backed, and it depegs and gets wrecked. And then because it depegs, it wrecks other coins. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and watch this video together. Oh, damn it. Let's go ahead and watch this video together. Red Panda just said something. EMP wave. I've been told 10K ETH. Let's see. I still have my ETH from 2018, 2020. Nice. Logitech still looks good. Does it? Okay. All right. If the camera still looks good, then I'm good. I just know that compared to the Sony ZV-1, which is a really good camera, that I just want to say out loud again. I got that camera. Multiple people hit me up about what camera they should use. I recommended it to them because of Think Media. Think Media is the one. Sean Cannon, Cannell, and all them is the reason why I got the Sony ZV-1. Everybody got the same camera, and nobody was like, oh, thank you for recommending that camera. And then mine blows up twice. But congrats. I know Red Panda's got a different camera. I think Hobby is finally upgraded. I think the rest of the gang finally went a different route, but the Sony ZV-1 is a good one. Not the blog version, but the normal Sony ZV-1. And there's already a better camera out there. So we're gonna watch this video from CNBC together. while we're waiting for Red Panda to go live in about 15 minutes, but I want to continue to communicate and talk with you guys. I will look into the USB PCIe card. Thank you for that recommendation. I am sorry for the interruption once again to the live stream. Red Panda responded, advising that he still has some of his ETH from his early mining days, which is one of the questions I asked you guys. Do you still have some of the that crypto from your early days? You bought the house, so most of that ETH? No, he probably didn't. It's EMP wave from Lightning. Okay. So do I put everything in a bag? Did you get those fiber adapters yet? No, I have not. So TechMan, because I haven't got the fiber, I can't take the camera and show you. So the coax is the problem child. I don't know how to explain it to you. Lightning hits tree 1. It goes through a very wet ground, right? For some reason, goes to the coax on that side of the house. So tree 1's behind you guys. Goes through the wet ground, travels to the JEA ground, and then goes through the coax of the house on the side for Comcast, right? And then comes into the house via coax cable into my bedroom and fries the modem right behind you. Coax output right behind you over this way, and right behind you was the original modem. And it was my modem, not Comcast's modem. Transfers from that coax, frying that modem, through the Ethernet cable into the router. Boom, boom. Things connected via Ethernet cable, also boom, boom. All right, replace everything, put in a claim, insurance, fought me, whatever. New router, new modem, yada, 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 whatever. Again, still behind you. Modem still behind you. Through Comcast this time. Router is new. Lightning hits second tree over here. This way. Travels on a very wet ground. This way. Towards Comcast's box. Not my house. Towards Comcast's box. Goes through their ground. Then through its coax. All the way underneath my driveway. To the side of the house. Through its coax. And then all the way to my bedroom. Frying the wire all the way through my house. Into the modem. Once again. The modem took the hit. The router still lived this time, but the router's a little bit, sometimes it's like, what do you want me to do? I don't understand. Sometimes it works. So now the modem is over here, behind this wall, connected to a surge protector, looping in to that protected ground, and then there's an Ethernet cable that runs around through here into the modem. So in theory, if lightning struck again, that surge protector and that modem should not affect what's in here. Because nothing is connected like that in here. Ethernet cable should not be able to carry that much voltage through it. Which is why when we look at those cables, we see the burnt edges, right? But yeah, fiber optics would be better. I know. I understand. Okay. I haven't bought anything, dude. Like, the only things that guys have been buying is food and, like, gas. Like, that's it. Driving to TL to just release some stress. Take uncle to cancer appointments. Take dad to cancer appointments. Help mom. Help dad. Work. Family. Oldest has got to go back to work and continue schooling. Second oldest is, not working at the moment. Kind of disappointed that he lost his job. Trying to get back into school. Like, I got more important things to fucking worry about. But I do want the fiber optics because I have the SFP connection on this router. Yeah, the SFP plus. So I should go that route. But if the router is dumb or being like acting hurt, would that make it better or would that make it worse? I don't know. We'll have to do that. But I want to make a future video about it, but you notice I haven't been making videos as much as I have been, so just hang tight. But when I do get those adapters, TechMan, I will let you know. Sherm says, I have some Bitcoin Cash still from when the split from BTC happened. Oh, wow. Nice. I mean, it's down right now, but hang on to that, Sherm. TechMan, I get an Ethernet cable to fiber is my point. Stop it after the modem. Well, shouldn't the coax connected into the surge protector stop that? Like, I didn't think if the house is grounded, why is it going to me instead of the city ground? Like, that's what I don't understand, and that's what I'm trying to explain to like the power companies and Comcast, stuff like that. And again, like, it traveled all the way down this side of the house from that tree to Comcast's own equipment by the street, and then instead of grounding to their ground, it came right underneath the driveway through the coax cable to my coax connection splitter, and then all the way to my bedroom to my modem. Like, why? Am I that attractive to lightning? Is my house that attractive to lightning because I'm pulling that much power? Is that the reason? Is that the reason? Like, instead of going to a proper ground for Comcast or a proper ground for my power company, it's coming to me because I got two S19K Pros, Jazz miners, and a bunch of 1,000-watt power PCs. Like, is that the main reason? Lightning's like, dude, you look like a fucking Oreo cupcake, and I want some of that. Northern Crypto and Tech is here. How you doing, bud? Look up EMP Shield, might be good, a safe measure to install since it happened twice. Yeah, we got a whole home surge protector in the breaker panel. Lightning arrest the lightning, and it did its job for my appliances, but I'm in Florida, right? Like, I know active God, blah blah blah, insurance sucks, everybody left the state, but I just don't think there's, in theory, however, surge protectors are not lightning arresters. Well, I got what I got, god damn it. I'm sorry, God. I got what I got. I'm trying to make what I got work. It's about to be fall. If things turn out well, if I could save money, we're about to get ready for the holidays, so saving money is going to be very hard. Get out of this stupid hole I'm in with the power company because of this stupid my budget levelization. If I could save some money, pay down some debts, and get that stuff, Tech Man, I would definitely do it. Yeah, I don't think Comcast's ground is grounded correctly. And I reported everything to the power company and to Comcast. They look at me stupid. They act like I don't know what I'm talking about, and they just keep it moving. And they don't care because they could just, they're a big company and they could just replace their equipment. But for me, no. Like, I'm stuck like Chuck. It says I'm losing 7.7% of my frames. Can you guys, I'm not seeing here. Let's see here. I'm going to say something in real time. I want somebody to type it out for me. Dogecoin. Somebody spell out in the live chat what I just said. The word I just said. Apparently I attract lightning. I'm just super attractive.
Coin and Ether drop as we close out the week. Core Scientific and CoreWeave are in the red as the crypto miners' shareholders prepare to vote on an acquisition by the cloud infrastructure technology firm. And Charles Edwards, founder and CIO of Capital Investment, breaks down the digital asset treasury trend, which he says could end.
Okay, thank you for that. So there's a huge delay from when I actually talk to when you see it.
In a, quote, volatile unwind.
We're getting ready for Red Panda mining. This stream is the secondary stream because my system restarted again for whatever reason. Northern Crypto and Tech, and the gentleman who just stopped by. I just saw your name, Will. Thank you for stopping by. Sorry for the incoherent, uncoordinated stream, but if you have anything you want to talk about, mention, just at me or whatever. We're just gonna watch this chit chat bullshit for a little bit. 12 o'clock, Red Panda goes live. His computer's also having issues. I think Windows 11 is just fucking up for everybody. And then I'll let you guys go over to Red Panda. I'm going to go head over to my parents' house as I do every Saturday to go take care of business, help out with certain things, you know, honey-do list, stuff like that.
Welcome to CNBC's Crypto World. I'm Brandon Gomez. Major cryptocurrencies are in the red to end the week, with Bitcoin trading under $107,000.
Which is actually up above $107,000 right now. But let's see if we got any more coherent news.
As of noon Eastern. Ether fell below 38. Analysts also noted that unlike Ether, Bitcoin CME futures and spot Bitcoin ETFs have not seen significant liquidations since then. Over the past 7 days, Bitcoin was down 8.5% as of noon, facing back-to-back weekly losses and its fourth weekly loss in the past 5. This week marks Bitcoin's worst since February 28th of this year, when it fell more than 11%. Ether was lower by more than 5% over the past 7 days, posting consecutive weekly losses and its fourth weekly loss in the past 5. XRP was
But the tech stocks, the traditional stocks are doing pretty good, right? Let's see here. Tesla stock. Yeah, over the past, let's look at the past 5 days. Okay. I mean, last week's liquidation, I think, and the news from DJT about the 100% tariffs on China impacted everything. Yeah, see, we're still dropping frames. I don't know what's going on. 6 months, Tesla's looking good. Let's see, Nvidia Corp over past 6 months, still looking good. Canon stock fell like a rock. 6 months. It's actually up comparatively. Hit a high of $1.96. Damn, I should have sold on the 15th. Why didn't I sell on the 15th? I had to go look. I had to go look at my Canon stock. Yeah, but comparatively, like, so crypto, like Bit Digital down, Bitfarms down, Nasdaq up, Dragonfly Energy Holdings up, AMD down a little bit. But let's look at the past 6 months. Apple, past 6 months. Yeah, so let's see here. Bitcoin price. Past 6 months. I mean, they're relatively doing all kind of like the same shape. We're still in an upward trajectory.
Was down 14% over the past 7 days, also marking back-to-back weekly losses. Now, taking a look at crypto-related stocks, Core Scientific and CoreWeave, both down more than 5% at noon, as shareholders prepare to vote at the end of the month on the cloud infrastructure provider's plans to acquire the Bitcoin miner. But that plan has hit a snag. Core Scientific's biggest shareholder, 2C's Capital, reportedly opposes the deal, saying it undervalues the miner and exposes shareholders to substantial economic risk. The deal's uncertainty has hit the stock, along with the ongoing challenging market for Bitcoin miners, despite the potential benefits of the acquisition. Earlier this week, Core Scientific's board reportedly urged its shareholders to vote for the crypto miner's proposed sale to CoreWeave, which takes place on October 30th. All right, jumping straight to our main story, crypto world's Jordan Smith spoke with Charles Edwards, founder and CIO of Capriol Investments. Back in August, Edwards put out a report called The Treasury Company Bubble, where he warned that digital asset treasuries could reach saturation and face a, quote, volatile unwind. He discusses that report with us as more and more DATs come to market.
So let's talk all about these DATs that are popping up everywhere.
I hung out with this guy at Bitcoin Nashville. He's a pretty cool guy.
Where we hear more and more about them every day. How did we get
Jordan?
to this point? Because I feel like it's really a 2025 story that these digital asset treasuries are going public in such fervor right now.
Yeah, it's a perfect storm. We have about 186 DATs right now. And I think it's two main factors. First, we have MicroStrategy, which was an amazing success story the last 5 years. They outperformed the entire S&P 500, and they basically did it by buying the best performing asset, Bitcoin, and arbitraging low cost of debt from traditional finance markets. They've beaten Nvidia and everyone through that period. So I think people have looked to that as a case study and wanted to replicate it. That's the first element. The second is, I think, the perfect storm on the political and legislative side. We had a change of administration, obviously, in the US start of the year, and that really signaled the green light, the on-ramps to capital into crypto. Rewind 2-3 years, it was very hard to move significant money in this asset class. A lot of the banking on-ramps were not functional and shut down completely. And that completely flipped. We've had 5 or 6 legislation pieces through that period as well that have supported crypto, whether it be the Genius Act or the US Treasury Reserve.
I want to point to your article, The Treasury Company Bubble, that you wrote back in August. And you mentioned that at the time, treasuries held about 5% of Bitcoin supply. Since then, we've only seen more and more of these companies pop up, not just for Bitcoin, but for altcoins as well. And I'm just curious if this kind of accumulation that we're seeing is sustainable. I mean, you call it a bubble at the title of your article. So is it sustainable in your view?
Yeah, good question. It's now at about 12%. So it's gone up,
You're talking about all these institutions, right? So like say TechMan has a company and he says in a press meeting or a board meeting that they want to buy over 12,000 crypto Bitcoin every 6 months until they have an evaluation of 1 billion, whatever, blah, blah, blah. and the companies that start up that basically are the treasuries for that, TechBan or whatever XYZ company. There's more of those coming up, and kind of being that treasury for the company as they go and accumulate the assets and stuff like that. Um, Eventually hitting a point where if everybody's trying to buy, X amount of, tens of thousands of Bitcoin ever so often, and the supply, we're only making what, 300 plus Bitcoin a day, it's not going to be sustainable in the long run. It should, in theory, just make the price continue to go up. But they're obviously diversifying into other assets, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, stuff like that. So we'll see how things go. But the concern, I guess you could say, is the companies themselves. So if TechMan turns to, Chris, me, and I'm the treasury, and I should be, the one managing their digital assets for them and buying when they say buy and selling when they say sell, but I do some foolish, program on the side that should be safe, should be separate from TechMan's company, but it's not, like an FTX, and I go under, that could be a huge liquidation for the assets that TechMan and his company were accumulating because of some foolishness that I got into being the treasury. So I don't know. We'll see how things pan out. But all I know is a lot of companies continue to say, we're going to buy, we're going to buy, we're going to buy. We want Bitcoin, we want Bitcoin. And in theory, that's just going to continue to make the price go up. But maybe not as fast as we would like. Because in my opinion, we should already be marching towards 150K. But maybe I'm wrong. And maybe that's going to be at the very end of 2025. Or the way it's looking now, especially with various news and geopolitics and the political environment and global tensions, it might not be to Q1 2026, but we'll have to see. Will says, I'm glad I haven't done Windows 11 yet, but Windows 10 is end of life. I still have a couple Windows 10 devices. It's unfortunate, but yeah, it's kind of annoying. TechMan, don't, bro. That kind of market manipulation. Yeah, right? Yeah. It was just an example. Hi, can you donate me? Sadie, not on Twitch. No, I can't donate you. I don't know what you're trying to say there. We're getting ready for Red Panda to go live. Red Panda should be going live here right now. Let's go and take a look. And I will send you guys on over there, and I'm going to get going. If you are on Battlefield 6, I'll see you guys around. Red Panda did say going to be late, updating everything on PC. So let's let his crowd know. Red Panda said they are going to be late. Updating their PC. My Win 11 is crashing a lot after recent updates. Anyone else? So yeah, I mean, sorry that the stream got broke up twice. Sorry that it keeps dropping frames and whatever, and that there's a huge delay from what you see or what you hear and when I talk and when it goes. But like, I don't know, guys. I'm just gonna keep jamming. I'll put out content when I can. If I could get everything more stable, I think after we get a more stable plan for my uncle as far as treatment for the cancer, because we got good news for Papa Serpent. Real good news. The myelomas have receded, and so I want you to think of the myelomas as like little termites, and the little termites are eating the bone marrow. So when you break your bone, right, the bone needs to rebuild. It uses bone marrow. Kind of like, think of it like when you prep for paint, right? You need to etch the surface so that way the paint can adhere to, right? Kind of like bone needs something to adhere to heal. And bone does take a long time to heal, but if there's no bone marrow, it's not going to heal. So the myelomas, the little termite guys, they kind of look like this on the little map, right? Like little bolitas, little balls with curls. They're gone. Want to keep it that way. He's still in pain, still got fractures all over, still trying to, make it do what it do, as he says. But that's good news. I'm very happy for that. So trying to get him stabilized, good. He's still tinkering. He's still doing his thing, you know, trying to live his life. Uncle's situation, trying to get him stabilized. And once I could get everything stabilized and I could get more in a better financial place, maybe we can upgrade the camera. Maybe we can improve some parts. Maybe we can afford a machine or two. But right now we don't have the ability to do so. Like I said, I reached out to, because I know the crypto community only cares about what's hot and what's new and stuff like that. So, you know, obviously I tried to get the XT box to, you know, do a review and all that stuff. And even if it was just temporary, they wouldn't let me do it. Plus, you know, they rather go with much bigger mainstream content creators, and I respect that. I understand it at least. But look at the price. The price dropped down from $54 a day to $27 a day. You got the Leo miners coming out, but you know, price dropped down. I'm not sure what you guys paid, but what was it, like $1,800, $1,600? Now it's $1,195. I raised some concerns in my short video, so just be careful. But yeah, I just don't have money to go and buy a $2,000 machine, even if it's only $1,000. Like, I am not in a position where I want to sell the original crypto that I've accumulated over the years to buy these machines that I probably won't hit a return on investment for a year or two or over 360 days. So we'll see. Just bear with me. If you have any recommendations or something you want to see, feel free to send me a DM on X or an email or whatever. Matter of fact, I need to do better about checking my email. You guys know how to reach me though. Discord, X, YouTube comments. Yeah, just let me know. Otherwise, I'm just going to put out videos, and if it helps one of you, I'm happy. If you guys don't like it, I'm sorry. I'm sure there's plenty of other content out there that you like to watch, and I'll see you when I see you. I honestly regret updating to Windows 11, says Squid Mining. So look, who else just said that? No, Will said, I'm glad I haven't updated to Windows 11 yet. Okay, cool. So, do Windows 10 ESU gives you a year extra security of e-security updates on Windows 10. Yeah, DM your ID on Battlefield 6 so I can add you. All right, Sherm, I got you. It's always Serpent X. It's always Serpent X. I gotta go look at what it is. What do you think the XT Byte will cost? Well, the XT Byte, when it launched, was what, $1,600, $1,800? Anything over $100 is too much. Oh, you're talking about the Byte. The Byte. Where's the Byte at? $369. And what's the cards cost? Let's see here. Is Rip Hand alive yet? Nope. So how do you buy just a card? I just want just a card. So $339. So DG card $339 went up to $378. 4 AE card is $480, so that's almost $100. I can't just choose a card. That's silly. In stock. None. So $339 just for the shell and the free DG card. But when you add AE card, yeah, $100 and something. You talking about for the XT? So there's going to be a new card. He's talking about there's going to be a new card for mining the SHA-3 token, Tari. I don't think they announced it. Yeah, I haven't been keeping up. You guys actually update me on what's popping, which I appreciate, because I don't have the time to keep up with everything that's going on. But yeah, we'll see how things go. It was announced by Rabbit on stream yesterday, and in his video he said something about the Byte. Cool. Yeah, I don't have that kind of capability. The vendors don't. Some of them do, but not all of them do. I'm going to try to get Crypto Mikkel Byte working so he can maybe review one. Yeah, promises were made by various companies and vendors, and Obviously not. So definitely get Mikkel device working. I think every byte that was shipped out to a content creator, except for me, had issues. So I love the design. I love the engineering behind it. I really would like to. I like it because of the engineering behind it. But you're using something simple and that's already established in the tech space, right? That SATA power and data interface, super smart. You swap out the card. You put the you make the chips better. You make the power you know, not supply but power delivery system better or more efficient, and you can mine various assets. I love it. And if you expand it, if you have like a 4-card setup or a 5-card setup, kind of like a NAS or, you know, what is it, Synergy type NAS, that would be really cool. All right, I got to get going. Red Pen is taking forever. Having technical difficulties. There he is. All right. I'm going to send you guys on over that way. You guys have yourself a great day. Thank you so much for stopping by, and sorry for the inconvenience. Twitch looks better than YouTube. Thank you, Rizzo, for that information. Yeah, you guys take care. I'll see you around. Hit the like button, all that good jazz. Peace out.